Alright, deck number one that we're going to be playing today. So I had a lot of success playing a Riven Akshan deck and wanted to try him in another list. The other obvious pairing for him seemed to be in Targon with the gems. Since, you know, we know that Akshan cares about ticking down these the Warlord's landmarks. And targeting your allies helps you do that, and gems are, you know, consistent source of they're a consistent source that let us do that. Additionally, you know, we have access to things like Chip here, which allows us, because we're playing, you know, several cards that generate artifacts anyway. Chip seemed like a really reasonable one drop. That becomes a 3/3, so like as early as turn 2, so we can actually apply a lot of pressure to our opponents. We're enabling Shapestone with the artifacts as well, just like we are in the other deck. And why Aphelios? It just seemed kind of interesting, like an interesting pairing, right? He's a decent mid-range champion. We can use him. If we're on the beatdown plan, you know, we can use him to generate things like Infernum to help push damage, or Crescendum to go wide. But if we have to take on a more controlling role, we have access to things like Calibrum to deal with our opponent's board, or Severum to keep our life total high and ensure that we don't die to our opponent's aggression. Gravitum also decent card that can kind of play both sides depending on the situation and board state. And, you know, two of these at least do help tick down the landmarks that Akshan is producing as well. So figured we'd give it a shot. I'm not sure how effective this would be. Like, if Akshan is good with Targon and the gem generating cards, Aphelios might not be the best pairing, but he was the champion I was most interested in trying first. And after playing a few games with him off stream, it seemed reasonable. But definitely want to get more games in today, so we'll see how we do. I like the chip on one. What are we playing? Scouts aggro? Yeah, so let's dump these, get chip on one, hope to find either the 3-1 that generates the Roiling Sands, or an Akshan like we did here. Okay, well, with them having no plays, I think we go ahead and play Akshan here. We start applying pressure. Hopefully this chip represents a 2-for-1 down the line, because it lets us trade into something, and then again, something else. And also just did 3 damage, so decent start for us. I mean, this is pretty much the kind of 1-2 curve that we would like to do most games. Could play this in hopes to, but they got a lot of mana up. We don't have any way to really stop interaction from them anyway, so I think I'll just go ahead and play this.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight!
He wants to swing here. I think I'm actually fine throwing one of the 3/3s away.
Do it.
We'll keep Chip around rather than her, because we have another one of her, and Chip's just way cuter, right? So now I'm wondering, do we play the Merciless Hunter and use Akshan's quick attack to finish this off? Or would we rather do something else? I think what we can do to start is just play this 1-drop. See what our opponent wants to do first.
No prey, no pay.
Now that makes me want to make her vulnerable and
Arda's gonna make a meal of
run into her.
This is justice.
Now, opponent could be playing things like Sharp Sight to prevent them from dying here. They could also be running something like Single Combat and like have these two trade. Oh no! Nice thing is that she's still vulnerable, so Well, this is an easy block here, so Misfortune's trigger will only take 1 HP off of this, and then this thing will finish off the bear. So... I mean, that's fine. She is still vulnerable, and they just used their attack step, so I think... Let's play this, see what they do. Are they gonna rally? If they rally, it's not really that big of a deal, right? Let's do this.
Looking into the future, I see purple.
Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
Kind of like making a sandstone charger here and just applying a ton of pressure.
What was theirs is now ours.
Could also mean that we do this. No, I'd rather push the damage, right? Although if I'm pushing damage, then I should be buffing up something else, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Let's diversify our threats a little bit. We could do this. I could use a gem here as well. We'll just start with here and see what our opponent does. Hello, sister. We're 2 off, so let's just go... Let's buff the goat. Hi, mother. Why does mom say hi? She's not working today? And we won. Laugh it up, Misfortune. Laugh it up. Okay. Alright, well, that first game went pretty well. We just had kind of just a solid, aggressive curve that allowed us to run our opponent down, even though, and you know, our high quality units matched theirs. Although, to be fair, our opponent didn't have plays for the first couple turns, so... Demacia Zed. I'm not too familiar with this archetype. Are they playing just a lot of barrier stuff to go with Zed and try to push damage that way? Probably want some form of interaction because Zed can get out of control. Rockhopper's pretty good, but they have more control over what we're doing in that sense. Then again, this might be another game where we want to get off to an aggressive start, so maybe I'm just looking for one of our 1-drops here and then just hope that we, you know, this interaction is kind of good enough. Plus we have things like grappling hook, other things to find if we need to deal with a Zed. Okay, not quite the 1-drop we were looking for, but I'll go ahead and play it here. We might get in for a single point of damage, and of course we have the gem then. He's just passing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play this Rockhopper. And now I think the Mentor, that's actually a pretty good draw because now if they want to play a blocker to eat this, they can't really because we'll just hook whatever they play. I think kind of like last time, I'm just going to diversify our threats here. I'd rather have 2 3-point attackers than not. They're probably going to play their Zed now, which is fine. because we got in for a lot of damage. We could also go grappling hook. We can go gem grappling hook if they don't play anything. Or if they don't open attack. If they do open on attack, we have this 3-4. So they'll have to spend resources trying to push damage that way.
Only the oldest survive.
They're just going for it right now. Well, we don't want to take 10 damage. And I don't want to... What do I throw away? It's probably the gem guy, huh? Maybe not.
Out of my way!
I think we just do this. Actually, we should do this in case they have the thing that gives them double attack.
My board!
And now, I guess I want to go gem you. Try to hit you. He's also vulnerable, so we could just do that on our next turn, I suppose.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
Round.
A little luck for those who need it.
Do not deny me.
Protector, shield me!
That's fine. We'll let him level up.
My skill is unrivaled.
Protector!
Here comes the chip!
Here comes the chip. I think we'll try to... hit him with the barrier here. Or do we just go for the kill here, actually, right? Yeah, we just go for the kill.
These gems grant a wearer.
Gem you, buff you.
Floaty crystal.
Zed's dead. Ooh, the press upgrade animation, so satisfying. Kindred Ash, that's interesting. You'll note that we are not keeping Aphelios in our opening hands so far, despite, you know, him being... well, the other champion we're playing, and that's just because he is a Nightfall champion, so he requires you to play another card before he'll generate that moon weapon, and then, you know, so he typically ends up becoming more like a 4-drop in most games. I'm actually gonna pass here because I'd rather hold up Shapestone when I attack in with Akshan, just in case they have just a way to decrease his attack. They're debating playing a Butcher, maybe, this turn. And that will be especially important if they did have have a play like that.
I don't need rules to know good from bad.
A chill in the air.
In and out.
Now, is it worth a resource to push the damage here? I think it is, but there's no reason for them to attack. But let's see if we can get them.
Stay back.
I guess our opponent decided they were fine trading that unit for that resource, which, yeah, I'm fine with that as well. I think we'll go ahead and do this.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight!
Oh, they don't have something to go with it. That's really good for us, actually. And that's a pretty good draw. But I think because they don't have any units that can block and have attack, I want to just open on attacks here, because if they do have frostbite effects, they can't trade, they can't attack into my units.
Life is everything.
You're gonna just sacrifice this? Yeah. So we don't get the trigger from Akshan, but I'm fine with that. Could actually see this being a kind of a tough matchup for us, to be honest.
A little left for those
I
who
think
need it.
I want to bank spell mana here. Grappling hook. That's kind of nice, because what I can do is I can gem, which will level up Akshan, and then if we gem Akshan, we can use the grappling hook and then get 2 tick down on his.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Actually, okay.
They say these were from the Protector himself.
Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
I get got by a brittle steel, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm actually going to proactively tick Akshan, give him spell shield.
Vengeance with a smile.
Yeah, we were definitely rewarded there for banking the spell mana the turn previous, and rather than playing more stuff out to the board. I think I like the Rock Hopper here and the Merciless Hunter. Actually, Merciless Hunter can let us tag kind of annoying units like their Zoe or their 1/3 that generates the Lifesteal unit. Bastion, probably okay in the matchup at a certain point, but not something I want in my opening hand. Just too expensive. Okay, so even if they play a Zoe here, they're gonna get 1 trigger off of her. We're gonna get to Merciless Hunter and kill her the following turn. I actually like them opening on attacks here. Does mean if they have a turn, if they do have a 2 mana play,
If it's made of sand, I can write it.
it's gonna get vulnerable.
We love it when they run!
They might be looking for the 3 mana stun 2 things to keep their Zoe alive, but I mean, then they spent an entire turn and her star chart just kind of like resetting. I don't know, maybe that's good enough. They are kind of like the go big combo deck, so if they are just spending an entire turn to stop us, it's probably fine, I guess.
Wrap 'em up tight!
I think I'm okay with this exchange. This turn, ideally, I want to get the Vagabond on the field so we can start ticking down the landmark, but if they don't have a play, Mentor of the Stones would definitely be
The spirit gives
better.
those who listen.
Well, they are eating the Mentor of the Stones all day, every day. I could play double Mentor, I suppose. One this turn, one the following turn. The problem with that is we get punished by... We get punished if they have Concussive Palm in hand. Which this deck is almost certainly running that. Maybe just the individually powerful units are good
We're
enough.
taking it back.
And then next turn I just play the Ruin Runner, I think, huh? I'm assuming they put a Crescendum, yeah. I was gonna say
What is
Crescent
gained when you
Strike. or
return
something.
malevolence?
Okay, so they're playing the, this is our only 2-drop in the deck.
Breathe out.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. Could play Akshan, Mentor of the Stone, Swing. Turn him into a 4/4. That could be okay. Alternatively, I could Ruin Runner. Push damage that way. They would get to tick a couple points of damage off, and I think the way Lifesteal in this game works, it kind of just negates whatever damage they would take. Like the way that Lifelink against an Overwhelmed unit works is, are they just going to take 3 points of damage? I almost want to play it just to see. I think we want to do
We'll
this.
see which one of us is stronger, Akshan.
Have we met?
Force is meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
So this actually can't be blocked by anything on their board right now. And I think I'm okay if they want to, if they want Lee Sin to eat it. I'm also okay with this too. Maybe if I'm thinking about, yeah, so maybe I'm supposed to block differently with that in mind then. Just so they don't gain as much life. That's actually pretty good because it is a grappling hook. However, they have plenty of mana now to like barrier their Lee Sin. Suppose we could wait and see what they do. I mean, I'm not strong enough to kill him via the barrier anyway, I guess.
Seen tombs, towns,
So what we
and
can
everything
do
in
then
between.
is we play this. If they don't target it with this attack, it just takes 1 gem and the grappling hook to kill him next turn. But again, then he has so much spell mana, there's a good chance he'll be able to just give it barrier again.
Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the rules.
And unfortunately, we don't have enough mana to do that this turn.
Shift time.
Prepare yourself.
That is actually kind of a worrying play, because that makes me think that they do have plenty of stuff in hand. Oh, you know what? That's just their second spell for the turn, so they just want the lifesteal things. Yeah, gotcha. That's probably more what it is.
It's in the portal.
Am I supposed to play gems before I play Akshan, I wonder?
What is gained when you return malevolence?
Could also do that, I guess, but it's not really ideal.
We'll see which one of us is strong.
You cannot run from
No, I guess this is better, right? 'Cause level up triggers that as well. It's basically the same thing. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Aphelios, kind of interesting. I don't think we really have time for Aphelios, though. I think I'm gonna skip. I want to look for something that makes him vulnerable. That's good, but I mean, they're just gonna get a barrier on him, right? Most likely, anyway.
The world won't save itself, you know.
Speak, stars. Speak, I say.
I don't know. Maybe Lee Sin is a popular enough matchup that this deck needs to be running some number of Hush. It's possibly worth it over the Bastions. I guess that's a conclusion we can come to at the end of this set after we play some more games.
No.
Well, I definitely found in what playing I've done off stream that this was the harder matchup. Okay, our opponent's not taking the bait. That's too bad. The for this deck, whereas you know the more aggressive Akshan Riven deck, its game plan against Lee Sin is just race it. And we can just go ahead and concede then, right? Like, we don't have really a way to stop what our opponent's doing. They'd have to somehow not open attacks. Now there's our Merciless Hunter. Maybe I was supposed to do that then, and then I could have forced the block, force him to use a barrier, then I could have finished him off with a gem or whatever.
Evil never plays fair.
Yeah, well, if there's definitely a bad guy of the format, it's definitely Lee Sin. So. Evil is an appropriate descriptor, in my opinion. Okay, so this is like the elusive aggro deck 2.0. So we just want to find early game. This fearsome hunter, I think, is going to be valuable. Gift giver, maybe not. But I'd rather have a turn 1 play than not, so I think we'll keep this hand, get rid of these other two. Looking for 2-drop.
A little luck for those who need it.
Lucky you.
I'm the last thing you'll see.
They're obviously not going to block this. That's kind of interesting. It's unfortunate too because, well, no, I guess it's not. That's fine.
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible things.
You won't feel it first.
So we'll make the Cutthroat vulnerable, and Akshan will hook that, and then the Hunter will hook this. Hopefully they don't have a way to stop us from doing that. I suppose they could be playing things like, yeah.
Villains beware.
Round start, deal 2 to me, so I mean, I'm fine with him blocking this. Hello, father. Any more actions will require a $5 donation, though. Okay, so our opponent didn't block our 1-2 there because he wanted to keep this thing around for multiple turns. If it takes another point of damage, it will die. Okay, can't block that. So what we're gonna do here, gem this up, play this. And this is why Aphelios can be okay in these kind of aggressive, against aggressive decks. Now we have a Severum that we can use to pump up one of our units and gain back some health. I'm gonna go ahead now. This is the tricky question: is how much interaction do we think our opponent is running? Because if we think they aren't running a lot, then we can give it to the thing with higher attack and get more life out of this. If they are running some form of interaction, we could be in trouble, and it would be wiser to put it on this, on Aphelios here. So the question is and then the other question becomes, is it worth the risk? Is 2 more points of life worth it? Potentially more. I could, for example, play Gift Giver first, gem this, and then play the Severum.
The journey is difficult. These will protect you.
And since this is a pretty low committal play, I think it's okay to start this
These
way.
gems grant a wearer harmony.
I think we'll go with Gravitum because it's a way to stop one of their attacks. We're definitely the control deck in this matchup, so I don't think we need to try to push damage with Severum here.
That's right. Run!
I think I'm okay with basically all of these attacks. These are kind of pointless, I suppose. That's stupid too.
What brings you here?
Okay. That connecting is huge for us.
We are what we do.
The last thing I would have wanted is him having something like Noxian Fervor to stop that. That could have been real bad for us. I could give everything +1 attack, but I think I'd rather look for another way to interact with our opponent's board like this.
Righteously reclaiming.
Because I don't want them to make a big elusive threat that we can't deal with that then's going to beat us down for the next several turns. Shapestone is an excellent draw because it does mean that we can grappling hook this turn, because so far the only way we had to do that was with Bastion, or the only way we had a way to target one of our allies to enable grappling hook was this Bastion, and it's too expensive. We're 1 mana short from being able to do that. So I think what I'm going to do now is I think we want to Shapestone Akshan and target this guy and hope that that's good enough. Also generated a Gravitum out of that, which is nice. What's also nice about Gravitum is that if we get into our next turn and use it, we can actually play it. There's another grappling hook, okay. Six, 12, that's 12 damage, huh? We'll go ahead and throw these away. I really don't care if they want to use the spider to block those. It means that it essentially means they're pushing more damage because it's not blocking these other things. This thing's also unblockable to it as well. I think this is a good amount of damage we're doing here. The question is though, should I go for lethal this turn instead? I could, for example, replace one of these to play a Mentor of the Stones. And probably end up doing less damage though, because he'll play something like a Draven that wants to get blocked. I think we'll do this. I think this is okay. I'll probably block here. Oh, really? Okay. I'm actually pretty okay with that exchange. They use something... They only use like 1/2 of that card. Just to have to deal with what I have on board here. They're just passing, huh? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 mana, so I'm actually okay to play this. And we still have Bastion grappling hook up. Okay, let's see what they got. I'd probably take the safe route and just Gravitum.
A single empire ruled by the true king.
Whatever they have. It doesn't do anything yet.
Years spent training.
Looking into the future, I see purple.
Okay, I think we're done here, opponent.
Oh, floaty crystals.
Vengeance with a smile.
Vengeance with a smile. The hell is that? Porsche win? My chat thing up? It is, okay. Uh-oh, more Lee Sin. Do we actually want Akshan in our opener for this deck? I mean, we still have to execute our game plan, so... Probably. If they don't play something on turn 2...
We each hold a world within.
Scores to settle, crooks to kill. You know how it is.
Oh, I know how it is.
I am prepared.
This card can be pretty problematic for us, so I think I do want to make it vulnerable.
Meal of 'em.
Villains beware.
Sure.
What is gained when you return malevolence? Breathe in, breathe out.
I think we just play rock hoppers from here on out because we want to make sure that Lee Sin gets
Must
tagged
be
by a
nice living
vulnerable,
off stolen coin.
a vulnerable spell, vulnerable thing. Roiling Sands. With a cute little rainbow elephant.
Take everything.
I'm not gonna block that. Skip. It's a merciless hunter.
We'll get our licks in.
How aggressive do we want to get here? Our opponent could actually just take this hit, no problem. I don't think I want to expose Akshan necessarily.
Do it.
Your lesson begins.
Just recalling again. Could play this to keep this alive, and then that triggers Aphelios, I suppose. But they're gonna want to return, and this is gonna trigger that. So I could
What
just
is gained when
You got caught. Sun's beneath me and wind's behind me.
breathe in, breathe out.
I guess that's true. If I had thought about that, then I definitely could have played Aphelios. Oh well.
Cool eye patch.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight.
Man, I don't want to... You know what I'm going to do? Oh, no, I can't play both, though.
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
I actually think I'm supposed to take Graviton here. Deal.
You cannot run from absolution.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
Is this a give all allies +1 attack turn? Might be.
Yoink. Villains beware.
Yoink. You know what's really annoying? Fighting Lee Sin decks. Okay.
don't look the other way.
But I want to. So could make him vulnerable. It doesn't do much. We're just passing here. Kind of want to save this for a Lee Sin. Can't play this because it's not going to generate the thingy. I mean, I may as well play this. This has the same problem. But it's like, I feel like I need to use my mana. We need to go wide and kill their stuff. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's like, if they find Lee Sin, we're probably just dead. So it probably doesn't matter.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
Breathe in, breathe out.
In and out. Move with purpose.
Move with purpose.
I will run you over. Lastinat Rame buys me a new sail.
Cool eye patch.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight!
Might be worth killing this thing so it doesn't generate the, whatchamacallit. I just want to spend my mana this turn. Could deny it. But, you know, that's always a possibility. And, you know, at least it's still vulnerable. At this point, it feels like we're just far too gone. Ooh, I could use this. I'm not sure if that's correct, though. And again, like, do I just play this as an attacker? I think it's worth it. God, that's kind of tempting too, but
I don't need rules to know good from bad.
all right. And we're dead.
I fight with the dragon's fury. Force is meaningless without skill.
You can thank me later.
I was just waiting for them to show that they had a way to give Lee Sin overwhelm, and then man, it's so good that those recall spells that deck can run also ticks down the their landmarks. pretty impressive.
Here comes the tip. Off I go.
Off I go. Fortune.
I do not break rules.
I bend them slightly.
Well, with that, then I don't think we care that much or as much about opening on attacks. Aphelios in hand. Do we want to have a gem producer?
Cool eye patch.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight!
I think actually because we can enable him with the free spell that this is going to create, so maybe we just play the Vagabond. Could also be right to play two things this round as well, actually. We could go Rockhopper into Mountain Goat. Now I kind of want to start with Gift Giver, because Gift Giver checks this.
Scum!
Easy block.
Son of
Now we can play Aphelios. What do we want to play with him? He's going up to 8 mana next turn. Could see argument for Crescendum, could see Calibrum as well. It might be Calibrum.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
Sun's beneath me and wind's behind me.
Oh yeah, I always forget that for whatever reason, this hits the thing that it creates rather than the other thing. I'm not sure why that is. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Oh, I don't know. I don't think we need to lifesteal. I think I'd rather have this, because it lets us push damage next turn. Yeah, deal.
This is justice. Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
The whole world will know my anguish.
Will it, though? Let's start with this. Yeah, but he's breaking the windows of, what is your champion spell? Of that. Is that worth it? I don't think I like any of these, to be honest.
Yoink!
See if we can draw something that grants vulnerable. Not that way. Because what he's going to do, he's just going to kill something and then the stupid ghost that he produces is going to be generate vulnerable. Woo! guess I should have, done that in a different order.
The dark beckons.
Ooh, Merciless Hunter.
Gonna find a gift for Renekton, right, Arda?
Fly from the first lands.
So, what do I have to worry about besides interaction then?
We'll get our lace in.
Believe, Aphelios.
Well, I don't want to attack with Aphelios. That would be suspect. Does he have another Viego? I actually want to get Preservarium ticking down.
She waits for me
Does have
beyond the
another one.
mist.
Damn.
My queen.
Why is he an 8/8? Shouldn't he be like a 8 or a 9/8? Or rather, a 9/7? I am
Find peace
confused.
in the quiet, Fel. It's just us.
Command you.
We love it when they run.
Yep.
Doggone, it's so big.
Yeah, I think that's it for us. Well, I mean, that's an easy block, that's an easy block. We'll leave you alive. I didn't think they'd attack so aggressively like that. Maybe we can go wide around them still, in that case.
If it's made of sand, I can ride it. You're so stupid.
Okay, that just means I have space for you now, and I don't care about the landmark it produces.
Monster.
She's leveling up though. Guess I didn't consider that. So he's gonna take control of... are we just losing Aphelios? Does it make you vulnerable to get you out of the way of maybe
Right, Arda?
something big-ish? If we can make something big with Infernum.
Quick hands make quick work.
Quick hands make quick work. Yeah, the fact that he had a follow-up of Viego was no bueno for us, for sure. I'm sure they have, like, a vengeance or something, because of course they do.
journey is difficult. These will protect you.
Doesn't really matter what we do.
We love it when they run! Grab them up tight!
Guess we could do this because now these are unblockable.
They say these were from the Protector himself. Be brave.
Find your own! It's a trap! My board!
That was a fun game, actually. What happened? Nothing? We'll go one more, and then we'll move on to the next deck, which I might not play for as long. The hell are you? Oh, is that the Alt Art Echo? I think it is. Got plenty of 2s and other ones that I'd rather play. Let's see if we can find them. I'm not really sure how this matchup works.
Man, I'm good.
Sure. Do we play Chip before we have a guaranteed landmark? I don't think so, and I also don't know that there's much value in playing out the Gift Giver right now, so we'll see what we draw. Yeah, that's kind of rough.
A little luck for those who need it.
Time is winding, like a watch.
A little late, Mountain Goat. A little late.
This is not the way.
Do I want to use it? I think it's fine. Eh? Oh, it's -2. Gotcha. I've played this game before. I mean, I don't really care about that. We probably then want to go gem this, hook you? Just so he doesn't level up, because if leveled up Zillion, we're not beating that. Could do that too, I suppose. Let's see if this works. If they Mystic Shot us, I'm just gonna concede. We stumbled a bit too much in this game anyway. Not ideal, but I mean, it's not the worst.
Now, when am I?
That is a Ruin Runner.
If it ain't my favorite time
Yeah,
traveling
that's an
genius
echo.
punk, buddy.
Well, I'd be weirded out if I wasn't.
Ruin Runner can't block it.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Do this.
Heading topside.
So he is going to get to level up and put those chrono breaks in there in his deck.
So, deja vu isn't what it used to be. Got a good feeling about tomorrow.
There's a bit of a delay. What else do we got going on here? Yeah, I think I'm fine to use this to start applying pressure.
That's new. You're provoking it.
Carefully, researchers. There's no rush.
That sucks, because now we get blocked by that thing. I think that's what we want to do. Do we use the Bastion or do we use the Shapestone? Didn't have the Mystic Shot last. I mean, Mystic Shot's not good enough now. Bastion means we don't get got by another one of those things, but... At this point, they may be just generating too much card advantage for us to overcome. Yeah, and they have so many blockers now, too, for what we got going on. Yeah, I'm not really sure if we can win anyway at this point. Kind of need, like, we needed an early Viego with that landmark ticking down. And or something like a,
Protector, shield me.
I almost feel like we may as well trade here.
You're dead meat. The sample.
Yeah, Aphelios. That's what I was trying to say before. It's not that big of a deal, actually. Okay, Aphelios. What are you generating for us, Aphelios? I actually want Crescendo.
As darkness falls, the moon rises.
Oh, right. Spell Shield doesn't protect against that. Okay, I should have gemmed proactively then. I didn't consider that. This is gonna suck if this thing finds the our 3-1 though.
Path opens before us.
Okay, well that's something. Now they're gonna have a leveled up Zillion too? Yeah.
No, I'm a peak queen on the head.
A bright future, just as I've always known it would be.
Bit late, Vagabond. You're a bit late.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
I'm assuming our opponent's just gonna kind of aggressively block with these units.
Real good to see you.
I found the Hexite Crystal. Oh, and I don't have the mana for this.
The sun will set, and we will rise again, brother.
Yeah, they just drew the Hexite Crystal naturally. Good stuff. I'm a really big fan of the deck our opponent's playing. I think it's just really fun. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I really want to play this matchup. It's kind of boring. I'm pretty sure we just can't win it anyway. I don't think we have a fast enough clock, and I don't know. All the games pretty much play out the same. This could be an interesting matchup, though. I think I like this. One of the things that makes this matchup tough is severe spell shield, and the fact that both their champions have quick attacks that are tough to interact with. So I like having ways of making them vulnerable, so we can deal with them. They also have that 2-drop witch that they like to play, Young Witch. So Rockhopper can take that potentially.
Would you look at this place?
Actually gonna pass, because I think we can use the 3-1 for something else.
Too slow, stupid.
Yep, there's the Z. So I think, what do we want to do then? Could just let it level up.
We love it when they run.
I am the shadow. Claim what is ours.
Ooh, that's fun.
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible things. This is justice.
Probably have a way to save Zed anyway, like barrier or whatever, so.
Move. This one's a fighter.
Sure. Yeah, maybe it was greedy to let Zed level up, I don't know.
Ah, evil never plays fair.
Since he was vulnerable anyway, figured I'd give it a try. Because I just feel like he always... Zed players, they just always... Those decks just always bully you into making you waste a blocker on their stuff. When half the time it seems like it doesn't matter. Chip's a little speculative. I think we want to try for it. I mean, we technically found a landmark for him.
Here comes the chip.
Forgetting is death to an immortal.
Rude. Oh, that's kind of good, though.
Remember me, little one. Please. I cannot go.
We're gonna lose the chip anyway.
Go to mountain.
But he's a 3-3, this is a 3-2, so let's just do this.
Serve through me.
We're not taking it. We're taking it back.
They forgot. But you cannot.
If they want to go there, I think I'm fine with that, because this thing can get quite large.
Your time in the cycle is done.
And I think next turn we're going to play Gift Giver into Aphelios, trigger something. Akshan's kind of tempting too, but I think we're still going to stick with that first plan. I mentioned. Now I think I kind of just like going
These gems grant a wearer harmony.
I do not break rules,
Like
I
this.
bend them slightly.
Fly from the first land. All winds blow. You spurn my gift?
I think I want to buff you so you can attack him. Trigger you. Actually, I think I just wanted to attack. That's fine.
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
This is justice.
Well, the good news is that no matter who Thresh targets, they're going to die. I'll go with Calibrum to start.
Crescendo.
The desert by my side. Sweet tones of misery.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Okay, so they want to attack this turn, but if they want to pass to me, I think that's fine.
All life must end.
We'll get our licks in. I will run you over.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4. He's already seen. Oh yeah, he replaced it. He didn't let it die. He did not let it die.
Guide him, Mother.
Our son.
Gonna find a gift for Renekton, right, Arda?
It doesn't really change much. That's annoying. That's a pretty good last card for them to have, for sure. Start here, I guess.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
Do they have another Thresh? I wonder if that is the case.
Wrap him up tight.
So we probably lose.
Move short as the moon, brother.
It's actually not enough.
Life and death inexorably interwoven.
Alright. we're done with this. Had some fun games, some close ones, but ultimately I'm done with this one for today. I don't know, it's a fun deck. I don't know that it's really doing anything more powerful than the Riven Akshan deck. That deck just applies so much more pressure. I think like one of the major selling points I think of the deck is actually something like the fact that we're in Targon, we can have access to something like Hush to have more interaction against the go big decks like, I don't know, well, it's primarily Lee Sin. And the aggressive curves that we can get sometimes with like Chip into Akshan can be really great too, but obviously, as you saw in a lot of those games, it can be inconsistent to say the least. But yeah, different way to play Akshan if you're tired of the Lee Sin or Noxus builds. And it could be worth exploring, continuing to explore Akshan with the the gems, but a different Targon champion. Could even be as simple as like a Diana, just have something that's interactive. Not because we care about her leveled mode as much, obviously, because that's going to be a very hard thing to do, but just having this interactive champion that can let us take away key cards from our opponent could be worthwhile. And it doesn't have to be a Targon champion, right? It could be another Shurima champion. Tarek might be worth considering. Obviously, he kind of plays in with that mechanic. You might want to have some other big, self-target spells that he can copy to make that worthwhile. Renekton could be okay as well. Like, he cares about us challenging stuff, which we're doing a lot of with the things that we're making vulnerable. Plus, he's just a big, like, aggressive champion. I've seen some people pairing Akshan with Talia as well, but of course, if you're going to do that, you probably need to make yourself a little bit more landmark focused if you want to level her up consistently. Yeah, just like I said, was an experimentation, and I think learned some stuff, had some fun, so was a success in my book. But that's gonna be it for that one. We'll move on to the next one.